I just finished an agility workout, and actually I've been getting a lot of questions about the quality of my iPhone 12. So today, this is we're doing this, we're live. There's no setup right now. I'm gonna walk you through a stretching routine. It's actually my own stretching routine that I do after a pretty intense cardio workout. As you can see, I'm looking kind of disheveled from the workout, but that's all good because it's about feeling good, and I do feel good right now. Funny enough, I've been also getting some questions as to why I have a blanket up in a lot of my videos. That's because that's Momo's baby gate or doggy puppy gate, so he can't run out. But okay, so cool thing about this video, I'm gonna film both on my iPhone 12 and I have my mirrorless Fujifilm camera up at the same time. So it's almost like we're doing like a side-by-side product review and stretching video in one, okay? Enjoy.
Okay friends, what we're gonna have you do is slowly make your way onto your back, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. As I've mentioned, if you're coming out from a pretty intense cardio session or workout, you just want to get your heart rate really coming down. So what I'm doing is I'm going to start with a full body stretch. My arms are right above my head. And then I'm going to start by working on just my right leg. I'm pulling in my right knee and I'm straightening my right leg as straight as possible. So again, if you can reach for your toes, that's good. Otherwise, your shin or your calf is just as great. And I'm starting to rotate my ankles. I go counterclockwise and then clockwise. Next, to get a torso twist, what I'm going to do is pull my right knee over to the left side of my body while stretching out my right arm and looking over my right shoulder. So you can't see it from this angle. I'm going to show you with the other leg soon, but my leg is now straightened, my right leg. That should feel really nice. And then slowly, I'm going to bring my right leg back to center, bent, and now we're going to go into a half happy baby. That's when your right leg is bent at a 90-degree angle and your elbows are on the inside of your leg. If you can reach your toes, do so, and straighten your right leg out on the right side. If you can't reach your toes yet, that's okay. It took me a really long time. You could work with your shin or your calf. And we're going to bring it back to the half happy baby, and straighten out your right leg. Doing the same with the left leg, hug your left knee into your chest, rotate the ankles. I'm doing it while I'm actually with my bent leg this time. And then I'm changing up the order a bit because I'm kind of freestyling, and I'm pulling my left knee over on the right side of my body. And as I've mentioned to you before, I straighten out my left leg and look over my left shoulder. This should be a really nice calf stretch for you at this point. We're gonna get a chance to even out everything, so don't worry if you're worried about asymmetrical stretching right now. And then very slowly, so you don't hurt yourself, go into that half happy baby, that 90-degree bend with your left knee, elbow on the inside, and straighten out your leg on the other side as well. I like to keep my right arm out as a counterbalance for myself at this point. And once again, now I'm going to straighten out my left leg above my head. If you can reach for your toes, do so. And get ready, hugging in both knees to get up. Before we do so, we're going to go into a butterfly stretch. My toes come together and my knees come apart. Just remember to breathe here. If anything feels tight, do not force it. Flexibility comes with time. I'm constantly working on mine. It's a really great thing for your body. As you can see, I really enjoy this butterfly stretch. It's a very nice hip opener. And then I'm going to straighten out my full body again. Once again, I'm breathing. And I'm giving my legs just a chance to slowly get ready to change positions. With your arms above your head, slowly get up. And curving your spine, reach for your toes. Or as far as you can reach. And here we go. Now what I'm gonna do is a sitting quad stretch. So if you can, fold your right leg so that your heel comes as close as possible to your glute on the right side and lay backwards. If you can't actually go that far back, you can stay in a sitting position as I'm going to demonstrate now and let it go. Doing the same on the other side, as I've mentioned, I'm folding my leg so that my left heel is as close to my left glute as possible, and I'm laying back. This is a really nice, super relaxing way to stretch your quad. Sometimes, most of the time, you're probably doing this standing. I learned this move in yoga and I really enjoy it. I actually kind of sometimes just practice this while I'm watching TV. And again, now we're gonna straighten out both legs, breathe, and flip over to our tabletop. As you get into position, go ahead while you're still breathing and just, as I said, freestyle flow here. This is something I've also learned in yoga. Allow yourself to rotate in all positions till your body feels good, and then do a few cat and cows. Looking up, you're doing your cat and you're inhaling. And then getting ready, I'm rotating my head. I'm looking on both sides of my shoulders. I go into my child's pose. So you're gonna push back, you're gonna have your arm out in front of you as far as possible to give your shoulders a chance to stretch. And we're going back into our tabletop before we sit back onto our butt. And now we're going into a split saddle stretch as far as you can. So give yourself a moment to get into pretty good posture, straighten out your spine, rotating those wrists that you've used pretty hard in your workout, and pulling your arms across your body. Give yourself a chance to stretch your arms while you're sitting in your saddle stretch. Then I'm gonna actually turn over to my left side and reach for my toes while I'm in a side bend. And then I try to kiss my knee there. And slowly, as low to the ground as possible, I'm gonna make my way over to my right foot. Once again, in a side stretch. To even things out, I'm gonna sit back up and regain my posture, straight spine, and then I'm gonna reach for my right foot, pull my toes in as far as I can, again, kissing my knee, and staying as low to the ground as possible. I'm gonna make my way out to the middle. If you can here, reach for both toes, otherwise reach for your shin or your calf. And sitting straight back up, straight spine, and pulling in both legs. At this point of the stretching routine, I'm gonna focus a bit more on my calves because I was doing a lot of jumping in my agility workout, and I'm crossing my right leg over my left while hanging onto my left toes where my left leg is still straight. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Cross your left leg over, grab your right toes and pull it back. If you can't, again, reach for your shin or your calf. Okay, and now straightening out both legs, we're gonna stand, and we're actually gonna do some lunges. First, with my right leg in the front, I'm giving my hips a chance to open up, and then I'm pushing back into my half splits. I'm not really pushing it aggressively to do for a full split or anything today. Then pull your right leg back and do the same on the other side. A low lunge with your left leg in the front and your arms on the inside and looking upwards, opening out those hips. Push as deep as you feel comfortable. And then we're gonna go into our half splits. If you can't reach your toes, reaching for your shins or your calves is just as great. Next, while kneeling, arch your back, but nothing that hurts. Don't push it so that it hurts. Keep your hands on your glutes to support yourself. And then if you can, reach as far back to touch your heels or your calves to give yourself a really nice back bend. I finished the stretching routine by having the hands meet each other and then lifting it up to above my shoulder blade level. Definitely not above my head. And that's it. Okay everyone, so as I've mentioned at the start of this video that I did shoot this video both on my Fujifilm mirrorless camera and my iPhone 12. If you're interested in the side-by-side comparison, I'm going to link below the separate video. I wanted to make sure this video was dedicated to our stretching because as I've mentioned, stretching is super important to me after a good workout, and I am always constantly working towards my flexibility. So if you like this video and this type of routine, please leave me a comment below and let me know. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I release videos every week. Thank you and have a good day.